Hey everyone.
Hey everyone, Happy New Year.
Look who I have today. Bruce Summers is here with me because we are doing a show today. Well, it's about a lot of kinds of health. Health for your liver, health for your gut, and health for your home. So I asked Bruce to join me.
Happily.
Because I like him. But also because we have some exciting products to share with you. I'm going to start with our free gift because who doesn't love a free gift? Our free gift, Wellis.
It's so late.
Our free gift today is Liver Renew. So Liver Renew is a wonderful supplement to help support a healthy daily liver detox. And as most of you know, your liver is responsible for cleaning your blood and removing toxins from the body. And there are so many places that we get toxins, and it is vitally important that we support the liver in helping it to do its job. And as Suzanne always used to say, our livers are groaning because they are just overloaded with toxins. And at what point can it just not keep up with the detoxification process? So we have some tools for you to help with that. Number one is Liver Renew. It is made from milk thistle. And when you think about the industrial chemicals in the United States, there are over 84,000 industrial chemicals that are legal and used all the time. They're in our food, they're in our water, they are in our air. And this is one way, taking this liver supplement to help our body to detoxify. What else is Liver Renew good for?
Well, this is going to surprise you, but I take it every day. In fact, I take it first thing in the morning. As most people know, I love to drink wine, and it helps with, I feel, flushing out all the wine. It's kind of an old Irish secret, the magic ingredients in it. And so I take it every morning. It's the first thing I take.
And it's not just for, of course, if you're going to be drinking or you have been drinking, of course, it's great to take your Liver Renew. But we do recommend it as a daily liver detox because it's not just alcohol that is hard on the liver. There are so many compounds that are hard on the liver. So again, milk thistle, and this is your free gift with any purchase of $50 or more at SuzanneSummers.com. And it is a $49.99 retail value. So you spend $50 and you get that supplement. So I think next we will move on to Wellis Air.
Oh.
What did I do?
What did you do?
I don't know. I hit something. She made a noise. We're so excited to have Wellis Air at SuzanneSummers.com. It's such a good fit for our brand and our philosophy because we believe in helping to clean up our bodies in so many different ways. So when Bruce became involved with Wellis Air, it's like we have not done anything in our brand to help clean up, especially our indoor air. So Bruce, tell us about this incredible product.
Well, as I've said many times, indoor air is 5 times more polluted than outdoor air. And part of it is because we keep our windows closed, we keep our doors closed. And so now the toxins that are in our house, and they're hard to avoid, are part of the air that we breathe. Wellis Air kills those contaminants. It kills all the particles that are traveling in the air. It kills the bad things that are on those particles. Specifically, the hydroxyl generator inside is what emits something called hydroxyls. Hydroxyls, see all that blue air behind me? Hydroxyls are abundant outside. So when you go outside and you're breathing fresh air, and you know how doctors and everyone in the health industry says, get some fresh air. Well, part of what's happening is you're breathing cleaned air. There's an agency in New Zealand that did a whole study and document on how hydroxyls are nature's immune system. Hydroxyls kill all the bad gases and all of the contaminants and even viruses, bacteria, and mold mycotoxins out in nature. So what we've done is miniaturize that and brought that into this unit. It's a patented hydroxyl generator that emits these hydroxyls and goes out into your air and kills all those pathogens and VOCs and odors, because a lot of odors are VOCs. A lot of people are wondering, what are VOCs? It's short for volatile organic compounds. And
Sounds bad.
it sounds bad. And in fact, just this week, there is a study that was produced by ProPublica. And it's a study on formaldehyde. And everyone thinks, well, I don't encounter formaldehyde. Actually, you do. It's one of the most predominant cancer-causing chemicals out there. And it's a VOC. This kills it. And the study said that there are up to 320 million people in America, that's most of America, who are exposed to this on a daily basis. So why not pull a carcinogen out of the air? That's one more level of protection that you can enjoy. And HEPA filters, unfortunately, do nothing against VOCs. So this is a point of differentiation.
HEPA filter is great at trapping particles in the air, but then you have all those trapped particles with all of the contaminants on them in your lovely filter that you have to change.
And we've talked about this. If you haven't changed your filter, then it's just accumulating, and in many cases it starts to reintroduce some of those particles because they build up on the filter. If you are diligent about changing that filter, do yourself a favor. Put on goggles, put on a mask, and put on gloves, and take your unit outside to change your filter. Because if you change it inside, it reintroduces them into the indoor air. And
I have so many people jumping in saying how much they love their Wellis Air, how it's a game changer, especially this time of the year when there are so many contaminants in the air. Purchased 3 this year, and I love it. I mean, there are so many comments I can't keep up with it. I wish I would have ordered this one and knew it before I bought my big one. Let's talk about the size of the Wellis Air, because here's what happens with technology, and this, in my opinion, is the latest and greatest technology in this category, and it's why we were so excited to become involved with it. As technology advances, we figure out how to do things in a more simple and efficient way, and they become smaller, and they become more efficient, and they also become less expensive. And that is what Wellis Air is. As Bruce said, it's a patented technology. This is the brand new technology in this air category. And it's small, it's quiet, and it actually does a better job than the other products on the market. They all have something good about them, but to me, this is the most advanced. And we're very excited that we can offer it today. It's normally $499. We can offer it to you at $399 at SuzanneSummers.com. It covers 1,000 square feet. So we have 3 levels in this house. We have 1 on each level. And all you need to run this is a cartridge. And the cartridge is filled with a liquid that produces the hydroxyls that Bruce was talking about. It's totally safe. It's safe for humans. It's safe for children. It's safe for animals. And it emits this hydroxyls that neutralize the contaminants in the air. So it's really that simple. If you are someone who wants your home to smell fresher, if you want your home to be a healthier place for your family and yourself and the people that you love, this is such an easy and elegant way to do it. Look how small this unit is. Look at this.
I can show you an example.
Small, quiet. It's running right now.
So
Yeah.
This is a legal ream of paper that you can, buy at any office supply store. It's about the same width and it's about the same size. So that gives you an idea of how small this is. And a lot lighter than a ream of paper.
And you can hear a quiet little, the fan in this is about this, it makes about the same amount of noise as your laptop computer makes. It has that tiny little, that's it. And I will tell you, because our family really went through the ringer with contaminated air, because our daughter Violet about 10 years ago was so ill. She was so ill she had mold toxicity, she had Lyme disease, and also that created horrible gut issues. So you will find, if you're a person who's in that arena that often those things all go together. So we went on the hunt to do as much purification to our home as possible. We spent, I mean, we went broke with the amount of money we spent on doctor's bills and getting our home clean. And we bought the most expensive air purifiers that we could find because we're like, well, we need the best to keep Violet healthy. Violet was one of those people, and if you're one of these people, you know what I'm talking about. You can walk into a place and you know immediately if the air is not good. She could walk into a place and she'd say, I can't be in here. And we would immediately have to walk out. And you become very attuned to that. If you're someone who's using air fresheners because you want your house to smell nice, guess what's in the air fresheners?
VOCs.
They're loaded with VOCs. So you're masking a problem. And yes, it smells better, but you're creating more toxicity in your air. If you're spraying those fresheners on your couch to make your couch smell better, it's more VOCs. So this actually helps to neutralize and eliminate the VOCs, and that is good for our overall health. We're getting contaminants through the air, through the water, through our toxic beauty products, through our toxic cleaning products. And at SuzanneSummers.com, you know we're trying to unwind as much of that as possible. We're trying to give you clean alternatives. And this is the first product that, it's not our brand, it's not a SuzanneSummers.com brand, but we partnered with Wellis Air on this because we know that you guys care about it, and we love this solution.
May I list some of the sources of VOCs?
Please.
Because a lot of people don't realize how many of these things are in and around their house. Paints, paint strippers, and other solvents, wood preservatives, aerosol sprays, cleansers, and disinfectants. That clean smell is a VOC. Moth repellents and air fresheners. I'm getting this straight off the EPA government list. Stored fuels and automotive products, hobby supplies, dry cleaned clothing, pesticides, building materials, and furnishings.
And you know what's interesting? A lot of us, when we have those products that we know they smell, we know they're toxic, we put them in our garage, or maybe they're in your attic, or maybe they're in your basement. And you think, okay, well, this isn't attached to my home. Wow, what a revelation to find out that all that air recirculates back into your home. Get rid of those extra paint cans that you have in the garage. Get rid of any kind of paint thinner. Any of those chemicals. Obviously clean out your toxic cleaning chemicals. We have a great cleaning agent at SuzanneSummers.com that is safe for the environment, safe for your home. It has no toxicity. It gets the job done.
One of the greatest sources of VOC contamination is for people who have an attached garage. Very convenient, very desirable. However, that door from your garage allows benzene to come in and circulate throughout your house. Benzene is a known carcinogen. It's a known VOC. It's factually a VOC. And hydroxyls kill benzene.
Benzene comes from gasoline, so
Sorry,
that's what comes from petroleum.
The other thing that's interesting that I've learned during this whole process is when you go to gas up your car, and I'm talking to everyone except those in New Jersey, the gasoline, the benzene that you smell from the petroleum, it actually attaches to your body, and the smell might go away, but you drag it into your house, and it can be on your body for up to 2 hours.
Wow. Elaine is asking, does this come with an air filter, and how often does it need to be changed?
You have it, yes and yes. You have to change the way you think. Air filters, HEPA filters, for instance, they rely on air circulation. So in a perfect room, they're pretty efficient at removing particles from the air, but not killing the pathogens on those particles. This is actually an active solution where it sends out hydroxyls, the same hydroxyls that you breathe every day when you walk outside. So instead of a filter, there's a cartridge. The cartridge is the fuel, the activator for the hydroxyls. So the hydroxyls are not in the cartridge. It's just the fuel that creates the hydroxyls,
so
and
you
they
do
go
not,
out.
It's not a filter that you need to change. All you do is replace this cartridge every 90 days.
And something we've learned, those that have it, is that this top, when we ship it and it goes through the air to your home, it's very hard to unscrew. So we created a tool, a cartridge tool, that goes on and very easily twists this off. So every new unit comes with these. If anyone doesn't have one of these, let us know. We'll send you one free of charge, because we want that to be as easy as possible.
And do you want to show them how you just drop the wick in?
Sure.
This is all you have to do. The setup is so easy. All you have to do is open this top with the little wrench that Bruce made for you. And there's a small hole in the top.
If you don't see a hole, every once in a while, there's a little wafer, foam wafer that sticks to the top. Just take that and throw it out. And then you take the wick that comes in a little baggie in the box, and you push that in there. That's it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
So that becomes what emits the hydroxyls into the app. This liquid is harmless. Do you want to talk about what the liquid is?
Sure. We have two different kinds of liquid. One that's unscented, and it's a solution of hydrogen peroxide. So if you get, some people who are very sensitive, if you get some on your fingers, they'll turn white for a little bit. Totally harmless. Most of the time, nobody has a reaction, but I do want to put that out there. The other one is oil of orange, and it has a slight scent when you're close to the unit. It's not actually emitting the scent. The scent is coming from the back of the unit because of once you crack open the top, there's a little bit of that oil scent that comes out. But it's not, don't think of it as something that air freshens your room. It freshens your room by actually killing odors.
Eliminating odors.
Yeah.
You keep these cartridges in the refrigerator because they are fresh. So
they're natural.
Yes. So always have at least one extra in the refrigerator. You need one every 90 days. And you may have a little bit of liquid left in yours at 90 days, but they're perishable. So at 90 days, you're going to change it. Some have a little more liquid because if you're in a dry or humid environment, it needs a different amount of liquid to acclimate to your room.
It can leave up to 40% will be left at the end of 90 days, but what's in there has now expired. We can't guarantee its efficacy at that point.
So this is all you have to do to change this. There's no messy filter. All you do is pop in this cartridge, you get rid of the old one, you put the new one in, and you can see here how this has a light. So this light is a VOC monitor, and it will tell you if the unit is working or if the room is clean. Right now it's blue, so that means the room is clean. It will rotate. If you see this turn orange or red, it means it's detecting some VOCs in the environment. It's always working, and your VOCs are always changing. I will tell you, every time I cook, this turns orange.
It
sometimes
turns red. Yeah.
Yeah. When I'm, I might be sautéing something, and I'm like, why is that? Well, it happens. That's what is it that is happening when I'm cooking that's creating?
It's the smoke that's coming from particularly burnt oils, but any smoke. And that's another good thing. Right now it's winter time, and we actually have some Santa Ana winds, and so it's going to be high fire danger next week. Most of the country is, I know, being blanketed by snow right now, so you don't have to worry about fire. But anyone who has a fireplace or is in a fire-prone area, please do yourself a favor and get one of these. We had an indoor air expert last year. We gave her one of these just to test, and she said, oh my God, the fires from Canada are creating so much smoke. That's when New York and New Jersey were practically dark during the day because the smoke was so heavy. The outdoor air quality index was 498. The scale only goes up to 500. She took this, put it inside, and inside her indoor air quality index was 30. She said it's just amazing of protecting you against smoke damage.
So again, I'm going to tell you the Wellis Air you can get at SuzanneSummers.com. It's normally $4.99, and you can get it today for $3.99. So it's $100 off. It comes with the first cartridge. After that, you're going to need a cartridge every 90 days. And the least expensive way to do that is to get on subscription for the cartridge. If you get on subscription, we take an extra 10% off. So it's usually $60 and it goes down to $54. And then it comes automatically every 3 months. As I said, get an extra and put it in your refrigerator, and then you won't have to think about it. And you'll get a light here that will come on to tell you it's time to change your cartridge. And it's so easy. You just pop it out the back, pop the new one in, and that's it. So it's costing you about $18 a month for the cartridge, because a lot of people like to know, what am I getting roped into? It's only $18 a month to keep your home and your air healthy for yourself and your family. And I love this solution. It's an easy, elegant, and like I say, I think we remember what the first calculator looked like. We remember what the first telephone looked like. They get smaller, they get less expensive, and they do more. And that is where we are with Wellis Air. And I'm super proud of you for being on top of this. And we would love to have this in every classroom, in every assisted living home. I mean, obviously in every home, in every office,
every factory.
Yes, there are just so many places that need what this does. It cleans your home the same way the trees clean the air outside. And I love that it's such a simple solution that someone figured out how to replicate for indoor air.
There's one more list from the EPA site that I want to list off, and that's the health effects of VOCs. VOCs, this is their list. Health effects may include eye, nose, and throat irritation, headaches, loss of coordination and nausea, damage to liver, which is the free gift, kidney and central nervous system, and some organics cause cancer in animals. Some are suspected known to cause cancer in humans. Formaldehyde being one, and formaldehyde being the most prevalent. It's a shocking, if you go to ProPublica and read the study, it's a shocking study. And I had no idea how much exposure we all have to formaldehyde. And they said that formaldehyde specifically can be up to 10 times greater inside homes.
Wow.
Another reason. And
I have a ton of questions.
Okay, just the last point. When you're using a known VOC emitter, like if you're working painting, for instance, it can be up to 1,000 times greater inside because you're actively breathing those VOCs.
Okay, friend wants to know, is there a warranty?
Yes, every unit comes with a 2-year warranty.
Thank you. Another friend wants to know if you can move one unit from floor to floor.
You can move a unit from floor to floor, from area to area. We recommend that you leave it on 24/7 because when we're going in and out of the house, we're pulling in contaminants from outside, and then it will do its business and kill that. When you go to sleep, then it has no interference from outside contaminants. So it really goes to work and fills the room and kills and neutralizes all those contaminants in your home.
Tammy said it's the best product.
Thanks, you, Tammy. I'm
proud
of
it. A lot of you were saying you've bought multiples. Best thing I ever bought to help with my allergies. Well worth the money. A lot of people comment on that. We've had people say that they're always running and congested, and this has helped them. Obviously, we can't guarantee that. We don't know what's making you runny or congested.
Am I allowed to tell Janice's story?
Yes.
Janice is a customer of ours, sweet Janice. She called and I spoke to her, and she said that she was the victim of a crime when she was young, 17, a violent crime, and she lost her sense of smell. And when she got this, within 2 weeks, her sense of smell came back, and that was after 45 years. So
wow.
I don't actually know how that works, and I can't guarantee it, but it's an insane story, and we're hearing things like this all the time because we don't understand how the environmental toxic load is affecting each person individually. We just know that the load is high and it's having adverse effects on the population.
Mm-hmm. So listen, this is another tool in your kit to clean up your health, to clean up your home. This is helping with your indoor air quality. I feel so much better having this in my home, especially for my kids who are super sensitive. Yeah. Not everyone is as sensitive as our kids are. Alan is super sensitive. And Bruce has got so many new studies and tests in the works right now, and we're excited to share those with you. It's so quiet while it is working. Yes, it is super quiet. You can put this on the floor. We have it on the counter now, but we leave it on the floor.
All ours are on the floor, actually.
We leave them out of the way on the floor.
And if you live back east and you have a basement, I recommend leaving it on the floor, because a lot of people don't realize, I learned this last year, that the first floor of a house is actually comprised of 50% of the basement air that's come through floorboards. So whatever's being stored, what do we store in basements?
Old books.
Yeah.
Moldy old books.
Paint, disinfectants, cleaning supplies for your laundry, and all of those VOCs and toxins are coming into your first floor and infecting your air.
Moochie said, my little dog would sneeze every morning when she got up. First night I had Wellis Air, she didn't sneeze and hasn't since. Thank you. Oh, I love that.
That's it, and that's a great point. A lot of people say, is this safe for dogs? This is safe for all living things. So any pets.
Plants, humans, children.
Yeah.
Christy said, I'm going to get one. I now have bad allergies and the air quality in the desert is bad with all the wind.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I hope it helps you. Cheryl wants to know how much it costs. Cheryl, it's normally $499, but we're taking $100 off today. So it's $399, and that comes with your first cartridge. And then you just need to get that cartridge every 90 days. So get on subscription for the cartridge, and it'll be $54 every 90 days. Bruce, Pamela wants to know if it can be run with a humidifier.
Yes, they are compatible, and one doesn't affect the other. The great thing is that the air that the humidifier is creating will also be perfectly clean.
Barbara said, I love mine. I talked my sister into getting one, and she feels the effects when it's been turned off. She has terrible allergies.
Don't turn it off. Keep it on. Thank you, Barbara.
Keep it on. My house is 3,500 square feet. I bought 3, 1 for upstairs and 2 for downstairs.
You know, a lot of people buy it for a specific reason. They have an issue at some area of the house. I suggest putting the unit close to the problem area, because just based on physics, the hydroxyls are more concentrated closer to the unit. It covers 1,000 square feet, but that it fills the room. It's the law of gas. It fills the room when no one's going inside and outside of the house and bringing in contaminants. You know, at night it's going to do that. During the day, keep this close to your problem area.
And unlike a HEPA filter, again, a HEPA filter does the best job closest to the unit, because it's not sucking in and filtering that air as well all the way at the other side of the room. Because this, like Bruce said, is a hydroxyl. It's releasing, and it is the law of gas. It's going to end up everywhere throughout the area.
It's active versus passive. And here's the sad thing, and we have HEPA filters. We've had them for a long time. There are dead spots in every room. Unless you have a perfectly configured room without any obstacles.
No twists and turns.
Exactly. No furniture, for things to trap in. This isn't dependent on the configuration of the room. It actually actively goes into the air and onto all surfaces. It's killing those contaminants on your furniture as well. The molecules that land on any surface anywhere, whether it's material or a hard surface, it's also killing those contaminants. So it's not just the air, it's air and surface.
Vicky said, anyone on the fence about purchasing, just buy this, multiples if needed. I recommend it to friends all the time, and they have purchased and loved it like I do.
Here's the other thing. We have a 2-year warranty on it. You can buy a lifetime warranty. That's an option as well. But we're so convinced of the power of this and the health effects of it, we want everyone to try it for 90 days. You have up to 90 days. At the end of 90 days, before you order your next cartridge, if you go, I'm not feeling it, or I don't like it for some reason, return it. No questions asked.
How many returns have you had?
We hardly get any returns.
Yeah.
We get, it's minimal.
It is a well-loved product.
Yeah.
It is really... I don't know how someone came up with conceiving this, but again, they took the most simple of solutions, which is how nature cleans the air outside, and they figured out how to manufacture it into this small, elegant, quiet unit. And they have recreated how to have fresh air indoors in the same way the trees and the sun create fresh air outside. I think it's just phenomenal.
There are commercial versions of these giant units, and I think like the size of your air conditioning unit on your roof. And they're used for smoke remediation and to remove mildew after a flood. So they're used in commercial, like in buildings that have been flooded or have some sort of smoke damage. Those are so huge that you couldn't possibly afford it, and you wouldn't want to bring it into your house. This is a patented hydroxyl generator that's been miniaturized so that it can be in everyone's house, and it's actually safer than those units.
We have a friend who wants to know how much the cartridges are. The cartridges are $60, but if you
$59.99.
If you get them on auto ship and subscribe, we take an extra 10% off, so it becomes $54.99, and you'll get that every 3 months, so that you'll always have one in the refrigerator ready to go as your extra. And so it comes out to about $17 and change a month, $18 per month. And that's it. It's so easy to change the cartridge. And you know, a lot of us, if you have a HEPA filter, you just forget to change it, and you're like, oh, whatever, I'm covered, it's safe. You're not, it's not helping you if you're not changing the filter. Some people have both. Some people want that HEPA filter to grab the particles, and you want this to help neutralize the contaminants on the particles. So if you're someone who wants both, great. If you don't have any kind of a system like this in your home, I highly recommend this.
Can we talk about the fan speed in HEPA filters?
Please.
So if you're like us, when we're running our HEPA filters all the time, it would be so loud.
So loud.
It's like this. It's like having a hairdryer on all the time. Mm-hmm. So we used to always think, well, let's turn it down to halfway, because at least we'll be getting half efficiency. In the course of the research we've done on this, we realized with HEPA filters, it's not a linear relationship. So if you turn it down to half, the efficacy goes down to about 30%. If you turn it down to like a quarter of the fan speed, you might as well not have it on at all.
See, I just thought if you're running your HEPA filter, if you turned it down, I didn't think it was going to half if you turned it down to, I just thought that was maintenance.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's actually
not doing anything.
Yes, it's much, much less efficient.
And for those just tuning in, the VOCs that are so harmful, HEPA filters do absolutely nothing to VOCs. And VOCs, many of which are known carcinogens, is what this is so effective at removing from the air.
Tammy said, I have a German Shepherd and 2 cats, and you can't even tell I have pets in my home.
Oh, wow.
I love that. I love my Wellis Air. I got it at the end of last year, and this year was the first year I haven't gotten bronchitis at Christmas time.
Wow. That's fantastic.
He's a teacher and always sick around the holidays, but not this year. Oh, I love that. I love that. Obviously, we can't guarantee that you're not going to get sick if you give this, but give yourself a fighting chance to remove toxins from the air that might be irritating your allergies, that might be irritating your throat, that could be removing contaminants, all of those things that overall help our health. We talk about a lot of things at SuzanneSummers.com. Suzanne would always say, we are under the greatest environmental toxin attack in the history of mankind. So with all the evolution that we have, all the amazing things that we've created, we've put so many more toxins into the air, into the water, into our products, into our homes. So we try to give you things that help you clean up and clean out. Liver Renew is going to help you help support your liver. If we can help support the liver so the liver can do its job to detoxify all the chemicals and toxins in our blood, this is a great helper. This is our free gift today. If you buy anything at SuzanneSummers.com, for $50, this is your free gift. You'll get a little pop-up on the screen if you have $50 or more in your cart, and it will say, would you like this free gift? You will say yes, and you won't be charged for it. Now, if you're ordering a Wellis Air, you do get the free gift, but they will be shipped separately. So this is coming from Wellis Boy
Our
here.
facility
And
in Tennessee.
The liver renew will be coming from SuzanneSummers.com. So that's where, and then of course, if there's anything at SuzanneSummers.com that you want today, and I'm going to talk a little bit about gut health as well, because again, like for many people, it's all tied together. When we have too many contaminants, it can degrade our gut health. And this is where, oh, look at this. This is where we have more things in our toolkit to help with gut health.
I wonder if I take any of these.
He takes all of them. He does take all of them. Okay, so I'm going to just go through some of our gut health products here. We are going to talk about our prebiotic, our probiotic, and our postbiotic. The probiotic has arrived. So, Jill, people can order this, right? I'm waiting to see if she texted me back. I know it's arrived. So I think we are taking orders for it today because the arrival is imminent. So a probiotic, this probiotic has live tiny microorganisms that help you to improve your good flora in the gut. The flora in the gut, you have good flora and you have bad flora. Most of us have too much bad flora. So what we're trying to do to improve your gut health is to change the ratio so you have more good flora and less bad flora. How do we do that? One way is with this probiotic. Can you open that for me? It is dual encapsulated, so that protects those live organisms inside. Because if you're trying to eat yogurt that's got probiotics in it, most of it, by the time it gets here to your stomach, is going to disintegrate in your stomach acids. What we do is this is dual encapsulated, so it is a pill within a pill.
It's such a smart way to do it.
So what this does is it protects those little microorganisms so that they can have a better chance of surviving through the stomach acid, because we need them to get all the way to the intestine to do their work.
Past the stomach.
So when they get there, they have what is called bacteriophage. So that is like the good soldiers, that you're putting the good soldiers in place. The good soldiers are killing off the bad soldiers, and they're repopulating with new good soldiers. So that's what we want. Take it daily. Take this daily. So what else can you do to help support the good flora? You have to feed them. How do you feed them? You give them a prebiotic. A prebiotic is food for the probiotic. So think of this like the food for your army. You're going to help them to be stronger and more powerful with the prebiotic. You can take these together, the prebiotic and the probiotic.
And the prebiotic tastes good, too.
It does.
It's chewable.
The new one we have is the postbiotic. This is coming to you in our latest product. It is a gummy. It is delicious. And a postbiotic is what happens when the probiotic eats the prebiotic. And it creates an environment that is healthier for the probiotic to thrive. So think of it, it's almost like fertilizer. So again, how can we help those probiotics to survive and thrive and diminish the bad flora?
When's the ideal time to take the postbiotic?
You take this 1 hour before your meal in the morning and 1 hour before your meal in the evening. And you're going to be so happy that you get 2 a day because they're delicious.
And it's like a little treat.
It's a tropical flavor. It's absolutely delicious. And 2 per day, so this is a 60 count. So this is we have 3 biotics now to help support gut health. What else do we need to support gut health? Let's talk about digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes, this again is what occurs in your stomach. When you digest your food, one of the first things that helps break your food down are your digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes help to pull the nutrients out of your food and give your body those nutrients to use to fortify your body. As we age, a lot of us are not making our full complement of digestive enzymes. How do you know? Do you get bloated after you eat? Do you get bloated up top, up here in your stomach? that could be that you don't have enough digestive enzymes to break down your food. So you take this product right before your meals or after your first couple bites, and this is replacing the digestive enzymes that you perhaps are not making anymore to help with that healthy digestion. The other product that you might consider if you're having trouble digesting your food is betaine HCl with pepsin. This was something that Suzanne's doctor advised her to take because in the same way that digestive enzymes help break down your food, hydrochloric acid helps to break down your food. And a lot of us, when we don't have enough hydrochloric acid, you feel that food coming back on you. You get that feeling in your chest. And that food coming back on you means you don't have enough hydrochloric acid. Most people, when they feel that, they're like, oh, I need an antacid because I have too much acid. You may need more acid to break down the food because what's happening is the acid is coming back up through the esophagus because you can't digest because you don't have enough hydrochloric acid. The best kind of hydrochloric acid to take is betaine, HCl, with pepsin. And again, this is something you take before your meal.
You can betaine on it.
You did not. Suzanne used to take these two products. She had a candy dish of them. And every time she would eat, she would take her betaine HCl and her digestive enzymes before the meal. Because Suzanne had radiation right in, when she had breast cancer. So the radiation was right here. And it completely diminished her hydrochloric acid and her digestive enzymes. Now, you don't have to have been through radiation for that to happen. It can just happen with age. It can even happen to young people just with the amount of toxins that we're all exposed to. So this, again, is to help with bloating and digestive issues. The other product that we want to talk to you about is gentle colon support. If you get occasional constipation, you're just not as regular as you'd like to be. This is such an easy and wonderful way to help with regular elimination. It is a fizzy drink. I like to put it in hot water. I also add a squeeze of lemon, and it fizzes up. You drink this before bed. And unlike a fiber supplement, which for some people can cause stomach upset, this uses minerals. It uses vitamin C and vitamin B and magnesium. And what it does is it gently contracts your colon, and you wake up in the morning and you have a nice, smooth, easy bowel movement. It is not like a cleanse where you have to say like, oh, well, am I going to be able to go to work tomorrow? No, it just helps you to have a nice, easy, regular movement. Highly recommend adding this to your evening routine. And then lastly, we have our Gut Renew Fiber Gummies.
More gummies.
2 gummies has 6 grams of fiber in it. So this is another way just to help you have a nice, easy, extra support for elimination. We all know we need more fiber. I hope you're getting your fiber from eating a ton of fruits and vegetables, but add this. This is a great way to promote digestive health, support regularity. It has prebiotic in it.
And even more important during the winter when a lot of fruits and vegetables are just not as plentiful at grocery stores.
Well, it's true. I mean, a lot of the food that I make here on my Instagram, I had one of my followers sent me a note, and she was like, most people in the country do not have access to this kind of food. And I know how lucky we are with the abundance of produce that we get in California. We do seek out our farmers market, and we have access to produce that a lot of people don't get. You might have to do a little more digging, depending on what area of the country you're in. There are hydroponic farms that are continuing, but it might not be at your grocery store, and your farmers might be unavailable during the winter. So you might have to work harder. But again, we try to give you supplements that will help support a healthy gut. And obviously, we're hoping that you can eat organic. We're hoping you can eat a ton of fruits and vegetables. We're hoping that you're eating clean meat and healthy oils, all of the things that Suzanne has talked about for so many years.
You have a lot of comments there.
About what?
I just see them going by. I can't see them from here.
What happens if you eat more two 2 or 3 since they're so good. I mean, that just depends on what you can tolerate. For some people, that might cause a little digestive discomfort, but if you can handle it, it's fiber. It's not, it's not bad for you. Debbie, how many are you eating? Yeah. Again, so I want to just remind you that our free gift today is, it's the Liver Renew. It is a $49.99 retail value. It comes to you with any purchase of $49.99 or more at SuzanneSummers.com. There you go. Okay, we're going to take the last few minutes to answer questions. I'm just going to move up here, Bruce.
Okay.
In case you have more questions. I love your Gut Renew powder. Yes, I didn't put out the Gut Renew powder because we just went over it for the show. It's in the box this month. Nancy said, I had my gallbladder removed many years ago and had so many issues, but since I've been taking the products Caroline is showing now, it has helped me. I'm glad, Nancy. Loretta said, I take Nexium for my acid reflux. Maybe I should try that instead. Might be better for my body. Loretta, with anything like that, we have to say check with your doctor. The postbiotic, what happens if you eat it then sooner than an hour after taking? Do you take it on an empty stomach? Debbie, we always try to give you the optimal time to take it. That just means it will have the best effect if you do it that way. Gut Renew has changed my life. If only I started sooner. I tell everyone I know to order the gummies. Amazing. It's a game changer. Thank you, Conchetta. The prebiotics, it still says sold out. Jill, can you check prebiotics and probiotics? Because here I am, just selling.
Somebody has a Wellis Air price reminder.
1 second. The Advanced Probiotic is the only product that has helped with my gut issues, along with Gut Renew Smoothies. Wonder products. Thank you, thank you. Wellis Air price reminder. It is normally $4.99. It's on sale for $3.99 today.
There you go, just as a reminder.
All right, well, that was fun. I love working with Bruce, and we love bringing these products to you. Healthy, great solutions. And, they're all in the same way that the toxins build up. The solutions that we're giving you, each one helps knock it back a little bit. So if we can help take the toxins out of your skincare, if we can take them out of your household cleaning products, if we can take them out of your body lotion, if we can take them out of your toothpaste, if we can take them out of your indoor air, if we can take them out of your cleaning supplies, if you can get rid of those toxic chemicals that you have stored, those moldy books that you have, these are all the ways that we are slowly helping you to reduce your toxic burden. We want you to feel better. We want your health to be better. And we appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. You will see Alan Hamill and Violet back on Wednesday. Thanks for joining us. Bye, everyone.
Happy New Year.